Namaste. Good morning, everyone. Hope you are all doing well. Let me start by introducing myself. I am Rajesh D. Sanghvi. By profession, I am a businessman and I am also a human welfare worker for Isha Foundation of Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev Ji. Today, I am going to talk on a very vital subject, and it is vital not only for India, for our nation, Bharat, but for the entire world. And what could be so important for the entire world? Well, you guessed it right. It is about the environment and the ecological balance on our planet. God gave us this earth, as a nest. It is the greatest gift of God, and this gift we have taken it for granted. We have defiled the earth with a lot of pollution, disturbance, breakage, and so many other things, which have virtually led to all animal plant life getting destroyed, and also lot of diseases which are coming and lot of problems which are occurring to us humans as well. It has disturbed the ecological balance on the planet and created a havoc as far as the environment we live in on this earth. See, this earth was we always thought that precious stones, gold, jewelry, and all that is very precious. But do you really know what is precious? What is the meaning of preciousness? Well, it is this gift of God, that is the Mother Earth, which is the most precious gift which we have from God, and He gave that gift to us to live, survive, and to enjoy and to be happy and lead a peaceful life over here. And what have we done to this earth? I would like to question. We have created a big havoc, environmental havoc on this earth. Well, it's time to set it right now, and I'm going to touch on various vital aspects of this subject, where I'm going to show some solutions to the problems which we are facing and how to mitigate those problems, environmental problems which we are facing on this earth. The first thing, I would like to tell you, I'll show you an action. Yeah, khatak. Yeah, that's how easy it is, to cut a tree. And a tree is lost, and without us realizing what we did. Well, with every tree lost, we lost a source of oxygen. We thought that we'll use it for furniture or for making paper or for many other things. But actually, we have reduced the supply of oxygen on this planet. And when we reduce the supply of oxygen, what comes into our lungs? That is polluted material from the industrial waste that industrial gases and waste which we have created. So who is going to get the disease? Well, it's the humans. And with them, lot of plant life is going to go, and as well as animal life. The animal life also is going to get polluted. So, this action, that is the most irresponsible act which we are doing. We should stop it now. It's high time, and we have depleted a huge amount of the forest vegetation across the entire globe, and it has reached to a level where lot of problems have occurred. First of all, I'll tell you pollution, which I have already covered. Second is, the animal life. Animal life has suffered badly, and a lot of species have gone away, which were important for the ecological balance, and a lot of species are there which are vanishing. So we need to stop that for our fellow beings. What are our fellow beings? What other animate life do you have? It is the animal life, and they are crucial for maintaining the ecological balance of the planet, and they are very sweet also. They are part of our earth. Is it not? Then this is also the main reason for the climate change. Climate change has occurred, and the temperatures are rising. The areas where the snow is there it has started melting, and the areas where it is dry, the temperature has started increasing more. and that leads to harmful effect on us humans as well as animal life, and there is destruction. in animal and plant life when such a thing happens. And the main reason for it is deforestation which has taken place. So that is one more thing. And one of the most biggest problems what this has created is cutting trees. This most irresponsible act has created, well, when you cut trees, it is the most irresponsible act which we are doing right now on our planet, whatever the reason, and this act is led to our rivers receding away, and a lot of the groundwater which used to be there under the ground is started depleting. When you have trees, the trees are the ones which act as a sponge and take in the rain and deliver it to the groundwater, and the groundwater is then connected to the rivers. When you make the groundwater go down so much, automatically the rivers are not going to survive. And we have said, in India, we have seen that a lot of rivers are getting dried up and drought is happening. So then what happens? When rivers dry up, groundwater water level goes down, what happens? We don't have enough water to drink or for farming, and that leads to disastrous results. People die because of lack of water, and people die and commit suicide because of droughts. So this is the most telling effect of this phenomenon which we are doing through cutting trees. What is the result of this cutting trees? This is what is happening. And I really laud and I would like to put in a clap for Sadhguruji, my guru, where he has done the marvelous job of Kaveri calling, where he has taken donations from the public to plant trees, and that's a very brave action and a very responsible action too. And my Sadhguru is the greatest, I know that, and he said that we want the trees back all over the earth. He single-handedly is doing a great job. 242 million trees for the Kaveri basin. That's fantastic. But I hope we could do that for all the rivers in India. That would be great. Now coming to more other subjects where the problem is occurring. First I would like to touch on food. Food, I'm talking about the food which we waste. After eating, whether it is veg or non-veg, we throw off the food into the dustbin, and it is collected by the municipal collectors. Well, that is the cause of lot of diseases, because lot of insects go on that and infect the human beings. And what is the best method out of it? Are we not wasting resources also when we throw away food? So in order for us not to waste these resources, there is a machine which has been invented, and it is a form of a food composting, and it is created by it has been invented by Whirlpool. It is called Zera Recycler. Yeah, and you use that machine. It's not so costly, and whatever the food in the home is there, you dump it in that, whether it is home or hotels or anything. You dump it in that and process it through that machine, and in 24 hours it turns into manure. So this food which you are going to throw in the dustbin outside, and which is going to create a lot of problem, is in the dustbin. Is in this Zera Recycler created by Whirlpool, and you can use this manure to sell it off to the farmers, and that's the best type of manure, natural manure, which the farmers can get. And that's a great way to dispose of animate waste. Next, tires and tubes. I would not like to elaborate more on this subject because it's already well known. Well, the tires and the tubes, whatever we are creating on our, and we are using all the rubber material that we are using in our day-to-day consumption or regular consumption, they can be turned through a process of chemical process through the factory. They can be turned into biofuel. Well, the biofuel is a much lesser way of polluting. It will not pollute the environment so much, but it will it will reduce the percentage of pollution that occurs by 80 to 90% when it is converted into biofuel. Secondly, it's a cheap method of using fuel also. So all the tires and tubes need to be collected and given to these factories, so that they are sold to these factories, so that you get some money in your hand, as well as the rightful disposal of it happens. Then coming to plastics, which is another big subject. First of all, we must ban all single-use plastic, because they are not biodegradable. Yes, and all single-use plastic which has gone to the sea life, it has gone to the seas, it is the oceans, it has been dumped into the oceans. There it is spoiling the marine life. So we need to make an effort from all nations to collect back all this plastic which is killing the marine life, and again creating an ecological disbalance on our planet. That is one thing. Second is, we can use biodegradable plastic, where the plastic is absorbed in the earth, and it is not going to create a pollution in the earth. That would be a nice thing. And these are the three things. Then we come to seawater. Yeah, we have a lot of problem right now created by the tree cutting, that a lot of people don't have water to drink. A very easy way to use seawater and convert it to drinking water has been invented, and it has been invented at Manchester University, and there is a graphene sieve. It is a filtration material which can separate the salt from the seawater. And all the granules, seawater can be purified, and it can, on a large scale, and it can be used for drinking water. That would supplement the lack of drinking water on many parts of the earth, including India. So that is one important thing. This is a new technology. So I am introducing new technologies, as well as going over things which we are normally supposed to do to let the things go well. Next is electric cars. Yeah. So a lot of the fossil fuel which we use, the crude oil and all the other fossil fuel, coal and all that, what we use, is very, very harmful to the planet. It is creating the hole in the ozone layer, and also it is polluting the entire environment in the cities. The best way to get rid of it is by using electric vehicles. China has made great strides in it, and some other parts of the world also have made great strides. And right now, it is as the technology for electrical vehicles stands now, we see that the electrical vehicles can be used well, and we can really do away with the vehicles which rely on diesel or petrol, which is derived from the fossil fuels. And the fossil fuels also create a lot of problem, and there are many other byproducts which come, and it creates a lot of problem through the fossil fuel. The fossil fuel has many byproducts, and they are also used in the industry, and all these are harmful. Actually, many of them are harmful. So the use of fossil fuel should be reduced as we go along, and we should completely do away with the use of fossil fuel. And the highest amount of place where it is used, it is called where the vehicles, the automobiles are being used. So when the automobiles are electrical, there is no pollution, and there will be a huge drop in pollution all over the world. And this is very well fact known, and many governments are taking initiative in that. I am just adding a word of encouragement to that. Then solar energy. Have you heard about one scientist called Elon Musk? Yeah, he is a great scientist. He's made Tesla cars, which is the one of the most costliest and high tech cars in the world right now. Well, he's given an idea that solar energy can be used in such a way where solar panels can be put in such a way where 100 square foot miles of solar energy with 1 square miles worth of battery storage can power a large part of the US. So if this is true, we need to try it out, and we will put his invention to test and see that lot of the power needs of the world are met by the solar energy. And anyway, enough technology has been developed for the homes, All homes can now be powered by simply by solar energy. You don't need an electrical connection for powering a home. What all gadgets we use in the home can easily be powered by the solar energy, machines which we have invented already on our planet. We just need to use them, popularize them, and reduce their cost, and lot of the power needs of the world can be met in a harmless way through the solar energy. So then there is one more thing. You see that a lot of industrial areas are there all over India, China, everywhere. Wherever the developing nations are there, they have the industrial sector. I have seen a great thing in China, where amongst these industrial places where gases in the harmful gases are coming out, they have created powerhouses of which as vertical farming, powerhouses of plants. So these are vertical farming in the sense there's a huge complex of building created where the entire building is populated by the plants, and those plants which absorb pollutants and leave out oxygen. This would be a great idea to create to surround the industrial places with such houses, so that the pollution reduces. Then I'm talking about industrial waste. Well, we keep on wasting. We are keeping on dumping a lot of industrial waste into the water, whether it is sea water or river water. We have been doing that. We should stop doing that. That is not only polluting the groundwater, but also creating a lot of problem to the entire humanity in the cities. This normally happens nearby the cities, and that's going to create a lot of problem. So there are I have seen that a company like Toshiba, there are many others in Japan, they treat these chemical waste which are coming out from the industrial areas, and they are made harmless, and also sometimes they are made recyclable. So this way we can curb all the pollutants which are happening on this earth. So let me recount what all I told you. One is planting trees. Second is food composting. Third is tire and tubes. Fourth is plastics. Did I tell you about plastics? Yeah. Then I am talked about sea water, making it pure. Then I have talked about electric cars. Then I have talked about solar energy. Then again solar energy for powering the home. Then I have talked about vertical farming. And then I have talked about the industrial waste which is coming out from the industrial areas in developing economies. So if we do this much, I am sure we will be able to set the balance right. We will be able to enjoy the earth which has been gifted by us to the God as the most precious gifts we humans have received from God. And with this note, I would like to end the video, and I would like to thank all of you for seeing it, and I would like to recommend to the government of India as well as any other government which sees this video to implement these solutions for the environment, and that would do a great deal of repair work on the environment as well as the restoring back the ecological balance. And thank you. God bless this earth. God bless India. Bharat Mata ki Jai. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Mata Di. God bless you all. Namaste.